Hi everyone and welcome. I hope that you're all doing well. I'm Jamie, for those of you who are new here, and this is going to be a general collective message. It's pretty much intended for whoever needs it. Please take what resonates, drop what does not. As always, I do want to say thank you for the support. Truly does mean the world to me. Allows the channel to grow, but most importantly gets these messages out there to others who need them. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to rush through that because a card flipped out. We have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is somebody coming in, expressing their feelings. We have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Five of Swords reversed. This could be somebody here who's wanting to take a risk, wanting to take some kind of leap of faith. This is somebody here who's thought about it clearly. They're not in their ego. They want to get something off their chest. The Knight of Wands. Somebody is definitely very inspired, very passionate about something. It's like they gotta do this now. Somebody is definitely coming in hot. And the Ace of Pentacles, to offer an opportunity. Or to plant a seed, to have some kind of new beginning. This is something real, something tangible with the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody has also thought long and hard, and maybe has gotten out of their own way. Maybe this is somebody here who had a difficult time really getting to the root cause of what it is that they wanted, because the Five of Swords is reversed. So this could be somebody who's no longer in their ego, in their pride. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius. I do have Pisces. I do have Aries. Could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Interesting. Universe, tell me more. What's going on in the energy? Queen of Swords reversed, the Star, and the Page of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords reversed is somebody here who is not authentic, not honest with themselves. This is somebody here who's has to cover up who they are, or feel like they need to cover up who they are. There's the Ten of Cups, reversed there, the Eight of Swords. Maybe this is somebody here that you let go in your past? Or somebody here that was unwilling to commit? This is definitely somebody here who was trapped by their own demons with the Eight of Swords, trapped by their own negative feelings, emotions, vibrations, thought patterns. You know, the Queen of Swords in the reverse is definitely somebody who lies to other people, but ultimately it's somebody who lies to themselves. Definitely strong feminine energy, male or female, but this is somebody whose feminine side feels like they can't fully express themselves how they want to. This is definitely somebody here who's been wearing a facade. They've been wearing some kind of a mask. We have Judgment. This could be somebody here that you held accountable. And what I mean, like, I feel like this is somebody here that you would call out their bad actions, or the way that they were treating you, or mistreating you. Somebody was definitely keeping something a secret. I don't know if they were trying to keep you a secret. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, so we do have a positive shift of events. We do have the star. That's the universe answering your prayers here to bring in some kind of happiness. Maybe because you did close out a chapter with somebody here who was unwilling to commit. And maybe now you're finally ready to have somebody come in. We do have the death right there. You definitely ended a chapter, you ended a cycle. It's like you passed some kind of test. This was definitely some kind of a lesson that you had to learn. About accepting people for who they are and where they are instead of what you want them or what you want them to be. If you're following me. Like, you know what, instead of being like, you know what, I'm gonna give this person space so they can work out their problems, and maybe that's what they need, it's just being realistic with the actual signs that are being placed in front of you, and not deciding to give somebody space and leeway once they've shown you several times, right? I feel like you close that chapter out with energies like that. There is an opportunity that's definitely coming in. You've manifested this. You could be finally coming into connection with somebody who's on your vibration, somebody who matches your energy, somebody who wants to build. A life. That's that Ace of Pentacles energy. We have the Eight of Wands. Something is coming in quick. We have double eights. What goes around comes back around. For some of you, this could be somebody here. For some of you, this is someone new. And for others of you, this could be somebody from your past who is like, wait, where did Collective go? They were here 1 minute and then they left. You're definitely coming into contact with what it is that you have been manifesting, and you're no longer falling for the tricks of the devil, right? Because the devil, just like God, will use entities to try to distract us from our blessings and to entrap us with his demons, with the negative vibrations. Universe, tell me more. This is definitely going to excite you. I also feel like a lot of you are receiving this now, or this is happening now, because you're coming from a place where you finally healed your inner child with this Sun card. Because to me, that's the inner child being free. No longer feeling restricted, no longer feeling insecure, no longer feeling unsafe. We have the Five of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. You healed from losses and challenges and deep traumas. Something here about your triggers. You worked on your triggers as well. You're not easily influenced. The King of Wands. Some of you guys could be, this could be a fire sign, or this could be definitely somebody here who's very, very attractive. Before I get into the King of Wands, what I wanted to say about you no longer being able to, it's like you're no longer being able to be preyed upon. It's like that song from Disturbed. I can't think of the name of the song, but that's in the chorus. Like, are you ready? That's what the name of the song is. Are you ready? Are you ready to be somebody that they cannot prey upon? And you have become that person. Somebody who is definitely ready to match you. King of Wands, this could definitely be somebody very good looking. Somebody very highly attractive. This is somebody here who's very outgoing, could be a fire sign, strong Aries energy. Very outgoing, very passionate. Very adventurous as well. And we do have the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Leo. You're going to have to be 8 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. Somebody who is definitely being brave. Definitely persevered through the thickest of times. Maybe this is somebody here who has also gone through the same challenges as you and has gone through the same healing that you have. This person has definitely had their eye on you. Or else they wouldn't be wanting to rush in. With the Knight of Cups, that Knight of Wands, and being the King of Wands. This could be somebody here who was and has been afraid to maybe express how they really feel about somebody. Something here about... I feel like y'all know this person. I don't know if this is like a friend, a longtime friend that maybe you just never thought about it. I don't know. It's giving me that you know this person, either in this lifetime or a past lifetime. I definitely feel like somebody here was afraid to communicate in the past. We have the Star reversed. And the 2 of Swords. The 3 of Swords reversed and the Hierophant. Somebody is seeing clearly now how them not committing to you or them being afraid or them... Somebody did not see something. Maybe somebody here was still trapped in their own heartache. The 4 of Cups. Somebody... I feel like somebody here was still dealing with their own shit, still healing from something. I mean, not that I'm trying to come up with excuses, but somebody here was still... It's like you were right in front of them the whole time. You were right in front of them the whole time, but they didn't commit or they didn't see something here because I feel like they were preoccupied, you know, with something else. With other options here. Because again, maybe they were lying to themselves. Maybe they were drinking. Or abusing something. Doesn't have to be an extreme substance, but like, you know, maybe somebody here was... Their heart was foggy here. Universe, tell me more. The Page of Cups. The 3 of Swords reversed. somebody is feeling guilty that they didn't commit when maybe they had a chance, or maybe when... I also feel like somebody did not... I don't even think they entertained it in their head. And I don't think somebody saw something about someone until they were finally gone with the Nine of Swords and the Hierophant and the Three of Swords. It's like, oh shit, something is over. Maybe this has been like I said, like a friend, or a long time friend with benefits type of thing. We don't judge on this channel. There's been a lot of on and off. The world. There's definitely been an ending. There's been a completion. Somebody's definitely getting ready to rush in. And I think they're finally getting ready to be buried. Something about this relationship, or... I think there's been an issue with the reason why this person didn't take you serious here. I don't know if it has to do with maybe what this person heard about you. Maybe they were misinformed. Or somebody who was so screwed with in a previous relationship that they were still in fight or flight. And that makes people, you know, not see things. When we had that Two of Swords reversed earlier, it's like now they're seeing clearly here because they've worked through some kind of challenges that maybe were suppressing them. From fully being able to see some kind of truth that's been right in front of them. Universe, tell me more. The Page of Wands. They're coming in hot. And the King of Cups, upright, with the Six of Wands and the Hanged Man. Maybe this is also somebody who's no longer trapped, no longer stuck by a third party, maybe that they were still dealing with. Maybe something was dragged out on their end and you're like, you know what, I don't want to wait for this anymore. I don't know what your particular situation is. Hell, maybe for some of you this is somebody in your neighborhood or somebody that you... Six of Pentacles. Maybe there's somebody who works at the corner store or at your local Dunkin', and maybe they're finally brave enough to ask you out, and maybe they didn't in the past because they were still dealing with some of their own bullshit internally. Somebody has worked through some shit. They finally remember they have feelings. And I think they're giving in to those feelings. They want to be victorious. They've broken free from whatever jail, confinement, mindset, mentality they were trapped in. And they want to come balance something out. They want to give you what is yours. They want to build with you. They want to give you a steady offer. We did have that Ace of Pentacles earlier. This is going to lead to some kind of victory. Because somebody is finally ready. I know this reading's not for everybody, but it's definitely for someone. Expect news. Changes. You asked for this. Remember, you manifested this. And that's why you're able to receive it here, because you decided to not accept anything less than what you knew you were deserving of. And you're going to know it when this energy comes towards you with the King of Wands and the King of Cups. Because with the sun and the star, that's like everything all out in the open as well. And there's definitely a lot of pages here, so there's definitely going to be a lot of communication. Especially with that Page of Pentacles. Universe. Tell me more, please. We have completion. Guilt at the bottom of the deck. Somebody here. Instinct. Something is over, and now somebody is following their instincts. To go after abundance, because they've been wearing a mask, they're ready for things to change, they're hoping you can forgive them, so things can be happy here with this fate, because they don't want things to just wither away. And we do have gossip. Maybe somebody here heard gossip that you were just wasting your life. Maybe they didn't see your faith. Maybe something about your faith. Maybe some of y'all are eccentric in your spirituality. Again, no judgment here on this channel. You know, people have preconceived ideas and biases based on everything nowadays. I'm sure people clicked off just because I have a cross on my hat, and they get triggered by that, and they don't understand the difference between spirituality and religion. But that's not what we're here for today. There is an abundance here that somebody has been lying about themselves, but there has been a renewal. Somebody's coming clean. They're cleaning out their closet. That song from Eminem. Hey, maybe somebody is coming out. Maybe they're finally ready to be open about it. We do have soulmate at the bottom of the deck. And a miracle. This is a nice switch up from what we normally get on this channel. It's all about love. It is the time for love. This is a miracle. It's being sent by the heavens. Maybe there has been gossip that's been stopping y'all from being together, and you're going to be finding out exactly what that is, and there's going to need to be forgiveness maybe on both ends, because you know, it was fueled by something external. Strong Cancer, Aries energy, Aquarius, Leo. Universe, tell me more. Pride. We have arrogance, ego, stubborn. Maybe somebody here was too stubborn, too arrogant, too prideful. Maybe to think you, the collective, they were the one? And maybe at the time, you weren't so shiny, because you were still a diamond in the rough. We have divine feminine, influences, and distracted. Somebody here was definitely distracted by other influences, external factors, other parties, other people, substances, family, whatever, chasing some kind of idealistic life. Nourish. There's definitely been some kind of self-growth here. Bitterness and healing. Somebody here has definitely been healing from some kind of bitterness. Commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity, escaping, and realization. Somebody here has just been... Somebody is awakening to the fact that they've been avoiding and pushing away a commitment. Something that it could be beautiful. Something filled with a lot of promises. Now they've done their growth. Maybe you've done your growth, chasing thrills. Somebody here has definitely been chasing thrills. That gets boring and tiring after a while. Because then that just becomes the same old, same old. Hold on. There's a song. I can't... I'm hearing, like, part of the lyrics, and it talks about... Hold on, y'all. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but... I don't want to play the album. I don't want to play the music. It's Miley Cyrus, Love, Money, Party. And it's the part where it's like, a party... When you party every day, it ain't nothing but a party. Right? Things get... It becomes the same old after a while. Family. There is definitely soulmates that are coming together at this time. It is a miracle that somebody here is finally dropping their pride, dropping their ego. They've done healing work. They no longer want to run. They no longer want to escape. They want to commit. They're coming in hot. Universe. Give me one more. Thank you. Loyalty and lusting. Oh, that kind of scares me. And intuition. We have trusting, reliability, believing, forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. Well, given everything else, I mean, especially with the Page of Wands being the King of Wands, maybe this person has been holding back. Has been, maybe not entertaining third parties or trying to find a quick fix. And I don't think this person's going to hold back from trying, to take it there. I don't. But I also think this person doesn't want to automatically just go there. We have intuition, pain, curse, and exhaustion. This person's definitely highly attracted to you. And maybe you to them. And maybe that's why it was so challenging to stay away. Because of that sexual energy. Trust your heart here. We have pain, we have curse, we have exhaustion, and we have healing. Trust your intuition. Trust your inner knowing. It does say heart song. Somebody is definitely following their heart, trusting in their instincts here. They've broken free from their pain, negative mind, because something here has been a long journey. Universe. Tell me more. Tell me more, please, for whoever this reading is for. New boo, new love, learning each other, flirtations. Love is definitely in the area, all giving heart, showing love, caring actions, selfless gestures, people pleaser, key player, important person. This could be an important person. Maybe this person's very well known in the community, or they have one of those jobs where they're very well known, or They work in the community in some kind of way. Love is in the air. We have make-believe, and then we have viral, instant fame going around quickly, gaining popularity and fantasy, feeding into illusions, disappointment. All the feels, deep love, soul connection, feeling at home, high vibing. Maybe somebody thought that you were make-believe and that you were just a fantasy and that you weren't who you presented yourself to be. And yeah, somebody definitely had mixed emotions, but they're not wishy-washy anymore. Yeah, maybe because of all that sexual energy. But then you left him on red and they were like, wait, Collective was able to hold out that whole time? And in that holdout, they couldn't really, it doesn't matter what all the party and the third parties and whoever else is in the picture, because on their mind was like, how can they ignore me like that? They thought that you were just like everybody else. That's what it is. But you're not. Sorry, not sorry. Unremorseful, avoiding accountability, neglecting responsibility. Shook, on blast, lipstick evidence, hung up, people pleaser, and showing love. Something shocking is gonna happen. Something is being put on blast. There's gonna be some kind of public humiliation. Somebody's being called out because some kind of evidence here of somebody being hung up. Somebody here has definitely been overgiving. Maybe this person used to be a people pleaser, but now they want to give heart because they don't want you to be single and ready to mingle here. Something is definitely coming out. Somebody could definitely be coming out. Plot twist, unexpected event, sudden change. There's going to be a plot twist. This is a plot twist. This is a heated plot twist. Maybe maybe they were apprehensive to get into another relationship because they were cheated on before. There's definitely some kind of evidence here. Maybe about how far somebody went so that you wouldn't be able to move on. It's like they wanted you, but they didn't all at the same time. Like, this feels messy. But also a miracle. It's interesting, because when I was pre-shuffling, the twin flames came out. It was like, interesting. So, something here about mirroring. Maybe by you doing the healing, and by you standing firm and being grounded, right? Protecting your sacral chakra. By you staying grounded, by you not giving in to the urge, right? We've all been there. No judgment. You were able to harness your power and elevate your frequency and probably shift you into a timeline where now a miracle is coming in and a soulmate. Yeah. This is given, like, I don't know, I really feel like somebody here is finally ready to sweep somebody off their feet. Or at the very least be honest with themselves and be willing to give it a go. Give it a full committed try. Like, someone's like, that's what I feel. We have a busty chest. We have black or African American. This could be you, it could be them. If it's a male, they could just be endowed. Take that however it resonates. Universe, tell me more. We have brown eyes. Somebody here could have brown eyes. We have mixed colored eyes. We have green eyes. A lot of eyes here. Maybe you have a lot of eyes on you and this person knows it. We do have bald at the bottom of the deck. Somebody here could be bald. It could be balding. Maybe they like to shave their head bald. This guy looks like he has a 5 o'clock shadow. He looks a little rough. I don't know, maybe this person's a little rough. Maybe they look rough. Maybe they dress edgy. It's giving biker vibes. Doesn't have to be. Somebody could wear contacts as well with all these different colored eyes. We have European. Could be from European descent. We have short. We have Australian. We have muscular. Somebody here could be muscular. Somebody here could have red lips. Could be you, could be them. Somebody could be short. Somebody could be Australian, or they're from Australia. We have an average build, so there's a difference between builds here. We have vibrant apparel, we have powerful, we have short hair. Somebody here definitely has short hair. Somebody's bald. Different body types here with the average build and muscular. Somebody here is powerful. Maybe they hold, like I said, a powerful position. They're a key player. And this is somebody here who's definitely not afraid to make moves, not afraid to make splashes. We do have somebody here who is very vibrant, very out there with this vibrant apparel, likes to be seen, right? Likes to be a little bit flashy. Nothing wrong with that. People like to express themselves. I used to have a light blue blazer, like a bright light blue blazer that I used to wear when I used to work at the bank, so that could have been me. We do have nicely dressed at the bottom. Somebody who definitely likes to dress nice. We do have somebody who's maybe a little rough around the edges. Did somebody tame a former bad boy or bad girl is what it's given? You gave them a taste of the good side and they just... they've converted? Somebody who could have hazel eyes with this brown and green together. Glasses just came out, so maybe somebody here wears glasses. Or maybe they don't wear them often. Maybe they only wear them to read or to, like, drive or watch TV or whatever. Universe, tell me more. Who could this be? Nicely dressed. Somebody is dressing very nice. We have blue eyes. Maybe this person caught wind of someone that they know talking about you. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. And they were like, excuse me? I hear that person was like, well, since you're not interested in them, well, do you think I could give them a chance? And I think this person was like, excuse me? I don't know, something switched within this individual recently. Somebody is shooketh. There's going to be a plot twist. This is a miracle, and this is divinely orchestrated. We're gonna close this off with an oracle. Universe, please give me an oracle for whoever this reading is for. We have two of them, manifestation and gentleness. forgot to grab my straw and all this coffee in my mustache. That's okay, though. I speak with gentleness, and I listen with gentleness. I align with the gentlest part of myself, and I take joy in being receptive, open, and unafraid. I am like a baby deer who's best friends with the baby elephant. The baby elephant wraps its little trunk around my shoulders, and we lie down gently on the grass, daydreaming and talking about what sorts of humans the clouds look like. If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Get specific and get greedy. You're holding a magic wand and you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that, in a very practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there are who know what you want and might have the means to help you make them happen? I don't know why I just sounded like a computer there, but either way, stop waiting and start manifesting, but don't use that word if you don't want to. It's a time to be gentle. And your manifestation is coming in. Magic. You believe in magic. At the bottom of the deck. Magic. And I think I just said the other day, magic comes from pain. That is what I have for y'all. 41:41 on the timer. That is what I have for y'all today. I'm sending you all lots of love and lots of light. And I will see you tomorrow for the collective. And I think I'm going to do a Libra reading after this. So I will see you soon, Libra. Ciao, everyone. What does this woman want? Why does this not...